Hey, Eastside family, hope you guys are doing well. Hey, just wanted to get with you a little bit and talk to you a little about what's going on here at Eastside. It has been 4.5 months that we've been wrestling through this coronavirus thing at our church. That's just mind-boggling to me that it's been that long. And as I look back, God has just had his hand on it. You've been an incredible congregation, so incredible, and I thank you so much for that. I want to kind of remind you a little bit when our elders and our management team have had to get together and make decisions about which direction and different things we're going to do. Throughout this whole thing, gang, we've had 3 guiding principles that we've kept going back to. Number 1 is the health of our people. We want to do everything we can to keep our people healthy, to make sure that you're safe. We talk about that all the time. The second thing is the information and the guidance that we receive from professionals and experts from our government and from doctors in the medical world. We constantly go back to what are people encouraging us? What do they know that we need to know? And then the third thing, quite frankly, that is a big deal to us is the necessity of our church family getting together corporately and worship. And I just can't tell you how many theological and practical reasons that God instituted to put together where everybody comes back together to worship him. And if that worship is not a part of your life, man, that is just not an optimum situation for you in any way. And so whenever we've had to make decisions, we've constantly went back to those 3 things. And I just want you to know, I'm not looking for a pity party. This has been so hard. I think we've made some of the toughest decisions that I've made in 40 years of ministry. This has not been easy at all. And I am grateful for a lot of you folks with emails and sending texts and contacting some of our elders and our staff and me and just encouraging us and tell us you support us and stand with us. You know, that's what a positive Christian community is. And I think we got the best here at Eastside. And I just want to thank you for that. I thank you for that spirit of support for your leaders when they make decisions. You know, anybody can criticize. Anybody can. I've told folks before, man, it's no big deal to criticize if you're not the guy in the room having to make the decisions, really. And so Christians, we're getting better at that, okay? And you're just doing a great job, and I want to thank you for supporting us as we've worked through a lot of these things. Now, the reason that I wanted to come to you today is because you're going to see a couple of things happening pretty quick here at Eastside, and we've used our guiding principles to help us make these decisions. Here's the first one I want you to know about. Beginning this week, on Thursday service and then on Sunday service this week, masks are going to be required as you walk into our building. We want people to wear masks in our building until you get to your seat in your worship area. Most of you know that the state of Indiana now has a mandated mask order wherever we go. And so we want to encourage you, we want to ask you that when you walk into our building, you have a face covering. And then when you get to your seat where you're worshiping, wherever that is, whether you're in our elementary worship, our student worship, our adult worship, you can take that off and you can worship during the service just like normal. And then when we leave, let's put it back on because we're passionate about protecting everybody that we possibly can. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do it with a great spirit. I know that we are, and that starts this week. So I want you to get ready for that. And then the second thing that we've let you know, I want you to know that we're still on for that, is the next weekend is our children's ministries are starting. And we've had a lot of families get a hold of us, and they're excited about that. And Amy Hasselbring, our children's pastor, has done an incredible job with her team, getting our places ready. We're going to be able to be distanced from each other. The kiddos are going to be safe, and everything's in place, and it's ready to go. So you need to let Amy know if you have one of your children, 1st through 4th grade coming. You need to let her know. So send her an email, ahasselbring@discovereastside.com, and just say, let you know that my son or my daughter is going to be there, because we have a maximum number that we can have to continue to physically distance our kids. So a couple things coming up. They're big things. We're going to do the mask for a while. We'll see how long that takes. Hopefully God is going to intervene and we can get away from that. And our children's ministry is beginning in August. So good stuff. If I had to go through this with anybody, I'd want to go through it with you. My home, my family at Eastside. I'm so grateful for every one of you. And we're going to do this. We're going to do it, and we're going to do it right. So God bless you, and I'll see you this weekend in worship.